But yeah, speaking of, you want to talk to Kaiden, but you can't find him at Anne's, and he isn't at the shop either. It's getting dark, so you search the town for him. The town square is empty, so you sigh and continue on. You don't get that far before two guys walk up to you, intimidating sneers on their faces.
Hey, you!
Well, if it isn't the alchemist. You got some gall showing yourself out here after all the trouble you caused. Breaking and entering at the boss's estate. Stealing from us workers.
You'll pay for that!
We're not getting paid this month thanks to your little stunt. Now, why would I do that?
Actually...
Take a moment and think. Why would I steal anything from you? Everyone needs coin. I've got a paying job. I don't need to steal coin. A job that people rely on. Everyone knows you and the boss had a rogue as he's working to put you magic folk back in your places. And there we go with that phobia again. Stealing the worker's salary is low, even for your kind. That asshole. So we think it's only fair to get you get to share in some of our pain. Oh, God. They close in on you. Now, I did try to fight back my last playthrough. It doesn't go well. We're running. We're the squishies. You turn on your heel and run. You're fast, much lighter than just two burly mine workers. But unlike them, you spend most of your days inside a shop, so your stamina isn't all that great. Fair enough. You cry out when a big hand clamps down on the back of your shirt, and you feel yourself getting lifted off the ground like you weigh nothing. The men's laughter ringing in your ears. Look at this scrawny thing. Thought you could outrun us, huh? Now it's time for us to have some fun. You instinctively curl up, waiting for the strike, and when the blow lands, it isn't on you. Yeah, again, that mage is being an allegory for LGBTQ people. No, like there are, like I don't think it happens here, since in my country, since here LGBTQ people are constitutionally protected. It wouldn't surprise me if there are cases like that. But I've heard stories is in countries like America in particular of like people being killed for being LGBTQ. They just get outright attacked for being who they are, and well, what's happening here? We're being attacked because we're a mage, and there's even no justice for those victims. Like especially if they're especially if it ends in murder, because there's many states in America do have what's called the gay panic law, which basically means if you kill someone who's LGBTQ, you can just say, "Oh, I thought they were harassing me," or something like like that, and those people get off scot-free. Thankfully, I believe more and more states are getting rid of that law entirely. But there's still going to be some states that hang on to it, and like there's even a recent there was even a fairly recent incident in the Middle East. I forget which country in particular, where a trans woman was murdered by her own brother, and they still haven't caught the killer. He hasn't been arrested, and not only that, some people in their community actually applaud that stuff. In fact, in some countries, you're allowed to murder the people who are LGBTQ. And to me, that's disgusting. I mean, obviously, to me, it's disgusting because I am LGBTQ. Well, I'm sure there's quite a few bigots out there who are like, serves them right or some crap. But yeah, this stuff happens a lot, and it shouldn't. Again, I'm rambling. Let's go on. What the hell? You let out a yell when you suddenly fall, landing in an ungraceful heap on the street, wincing. Yeah, for the record, if you try to fight them, you get beat up. Obviously. The goons are laying in the dirt around you, but out cold. Above them stands a large shape. Hard to make out in the dark. Yeah, we can definitely make him out, because, well, obviously, but notice anything different? Your vision is still swimming, but you feel them help you upright. Hold hands looking over you. Does that mean Is that a typo?
Talk to me. How are you feeling?
Just saying, hands don't look. You blink in surprise, your vision swimming into focus on the familiar but glowless face. I totally had that. No, we didn't. Thank you for saving me.
Thank you.
Kaiden, thank you. You really saved me there. Kaiden's face is devoid of any emotion. There's something off about him. The glow from his markings is dim, to the point of not being there, and his voice is dull, like he isn't quite there either.
Look.
It isn't safe here. Let's go back to the shop. You don't argue with him as he guides you back down the street. He doesn't speak another word the entire walk. He leads you back to the safety of the shop. It's quiet. Everyone's already retired for the night. As soon as you are inside and the door behind you is safely closed, Kaiden lets out a relieved sigh and you watch, stunned, as the color slowly bleeds back into his skin. He winces as if it's painful. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Are you alright, Kaiden? I will be in a moment. Sorry for worrying you. You weren't meant to see this.
Look.
I don't use my training as a night walker often. However, you were in danger. However, you were in danger, and I wouldn't have been much help if they noticed me. What's a night walker?
Tell me about...
Well,
They are a special group of warriors trained to protect the mountains from danger. They tend to do that by staying hidden and gathering information. They get their name because one of their key skills is to be able to hide the glow of their inner light. For the Ajoma, that is, a rather unsettling skill to possess. You're basically turning off your emotions. That would freak anyone out. And I believe that was something of a scare tactic in times long past. I think around ancient to medieval times, I believe. Like, don't let the enemies see your face. Don't let them see you in pain, and it's enough to freak them out. Maybe enough to give you an edge. Our understanding of emotion is tied to the glow, just as much as facial expressions or tone of voice. In order to turn off the light, you need to feel nothing. I am going to say that sounds frightening.
That can't be.
That sounds honestly terrifying. It is. It is only the bravest among us who get to undergo the training.
It changes you.
I can imagine.
Once you are in that state, it is like a void. And in order to get your glow back, you must reconnect with your emotions. But if you spend your days in the dark for too long, one can forget the things that make you feel. It is not sadness, not anger, just an absence of emotion.
And that is really scary to think about.
And it is a very frustrating thing to not be able to remember what made you happy, what made you sad.
But you still feel frustration, so I guess there's that. But I can imagine, like, you can't be completely emotionless, especially when you want to feel emotion.
I've been in that place. It took everything in me to return.
Oof.
And once I did, I quit my training. I was too frightened to go back to that place.
Honestly, I don't blame you. What were you doing outside?
What do you mean?
It's dangerous with Galdra's men wandering about.
Really?
I could be the one asking you that. Fair enough. I at least have some means of defending myself, but you... Hey, if I had some sleeping drops already on hand, that wouldn't have been a problem. What would you even have done if I had not shown up when I did? I could have taken him. Just that old line. You're right, I'll be more careful.
About that.
You're right, Kaiden. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful in the future.
Well,
I'm just grateful you didn't get hurt. Yeah, but you definitely do get hurt if you try to fight them. But he jumps them before it gets real bad. I've been observing the streets at night for a while now to keep track of Galdra's men. I want to find some way to be useful to our cause, now that the sword is broken together with our original plan. Yeah, so Kaiden has a need to be useful. So far, I've learned nothing useful. Does Victoria know?
So...
Victoria know about you sneaking around town at night? That would be a no. I'll take that as a no then. No more questions. He remains silent and Kaiden sighs, running a hand through his hair.
Look.
I know these nightly activities are risky, but I couldn't just stay here and do nothing. Now that Anna's taken the sword, the only useful thing I'm capable of is scouting in the dark, but it appears I can't even do that much.
A true Nightwalker would have been more useful, but I am not that.
I think we're all pretty useless. Part of me does kind of want to get angry here. I don't remember how I did it with my previous playthrough. I am going to get a bit angry here. No talking yourself down. Don't talk about yourself like that. You've been a great help to us, Kaiden, even without the sword. You're our friend. I wouldn't change you for anything. Metis. He was taken aback by that. Thank you. I needed that. I might as well lost my head a little there. Sorry. It's late. We should get some rest and continue our mission tomorrow with fresh minds.
I'll be here if you need me.
Good night, Metis. The two of you part ways as to go rest. Yeah, and I believe if you I believe how Z did it. When he talks down to himself like that, is your is your chance to enter a romance with him. I think. It's been a while since I watched his video on it, that might be another scene entirely. I don't know. I think this is it though.
I'm jealous of your tenacity, you know. I stopped believing the Empire could change a long time ago. Yet here you are, fighting the corruption from behind the lines. You are stupid if you think your actions will ever change anything. But perhaps, if we had more stupid people in the world, things would be different.
Or maybe, if people like you took a break from spreading chaos in the world, I'd have enough time to deal with more important problems.
But where would the fun be in that? Be honest. You'd be dead bored if you didn't have people like me to chase around.
You are impossible.
That classic Xelos 2.0. Okay, so Michael's scene is going to pop up later. So here we go.
Welcome back.
Hello there, Metis. What can I help you with? This will take us to alchemy practice. We don't want to do that yet. I need to clean some glasses.
So...
I've got an odd request. A cleaning potion that keeps a pair of glasses clean all day. Again, isn't that the dream?
How curious.
It is indeed an odd request. I thought you were hunting demons. So did I. It's all part of the master plan. It's all part of the big plan of having our superior eyesight. I started laughing during that, I'm sorry. This is all part of my big plan of having superior eyesight when we face down the demons. They'll never see us coming, because we'll have better eyesight.
Leatherous mercy.
Okay, I need the fan on a bit. It's been cooler, but this talking does heat us up. We're kind of on our way. You seem to be getting on our way to winter now, or rather, autumn. I take it you're running an errand for someone? So right through me, huh? Yeah, you never know. Someone among the demons has to have less than 20/20 vision. That's such a specific request, though. This is most curious. Give him soap and call it a day. Also, why is that curious?
Really be?
Because I actually know of just such a remedy. I wonder. One of my friends long ago wore spectacles, and I spent weeks perfecting a potion, and so he could. Well, that's not important. Isn't that interesting? It strikes me as incredibly lucky that your patron asks for this one, and for this one specifically. Well, on the one hand, he does have glasses, but on the other hand, this is definitely a clue in that Rune knows more than he's letting on. I can show you how to make it easily, however... More errands. Guess I'm off to Quinn's? Sounds like I need to pay Quinn a visit?
Yes.
Be sure to say hi for me, dear. No alchemy right now.
I'll be off then.
That's all for now. I'll see you later.
Very well.
My voice keeps breaking. Take care, dear.
Mime. About the forest. I'm truly sorry.
Kaiden, you know I don't blame you for any of that.
But your home, I destroyed it. Took it away from you. I can never repent for...
Sure you can. We're all here because we're trying to fix things, right?
Even so, I'm still sorry.
Oh.
And I'm going to quickly save.